We're talking about a very powerful subject tonight. I mean, wow. And I'm going to read small parts of different articles, excerpts from different articles, so you can get an idea of what we're facing. AI and robotics are very powerful tools. Incredible tools that can be used in the right way, if they're used in the right way, can take humanity to the next level. I think that the way it's set up now, however, and the way it's being released is a little haphazard and a little dangerous. I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm very excited about the opportunity to use these tools and these robotics to enhance my own life in ways that maybe I can't even perceive yet. Right? And I haven't thought too deeply into it, but I can see how somebody who might have a disability, they may be able to really utilize the functionality of AI and robotics in a very positive way. Elderly people that maybe can't get around as well throughout the house and need assistance, maybe all of their children passed away or just live too far away to give them any help and assistance, and they don't want to live inside of an old folks home. So maybe in that case, having a personal robot to assist them and help them around the house might be a good idea. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of great things that can come out of it. I just think that we need to really think through exactly what we're doing and how we're releasing this technology. It's coming out so fast, it's making me scratch my head, because prior to AI and this robotics push, things were coming out extremely slow. I mean, things would be developed 15, 20 years prior and then finally hit the market, right? They would go to the military first, and then probably a lesser version would hit the market for civilians. And that has been the way it's always been done. Now, I'm not a big fan of that way because I think it's held us back quite a bit. But this technology has the power to revolutionize the planet in a very rapid way. And that also I don't have a problem with. But what I do have a problem with are the stats. The numbers that are telling me that right now at our current rate, we're going to look at a significant unemployment rate. So let's dive in. Let's really take a look into what potentially can happen. And I'm showing this not to be a complainer and a whiner. I'm talking about this tonight because I want to be able to put it out there into the universe. We need solutions because this is a very, very real problem. This is a very real problem, and we have to find a solution, and we got to find one fast. And I mean fast. There's going to be a situation here where there are going to be millions of families that can't feed themselves. Their bills are still going to go on. Their responsibilities financially are still going to go on. However, there's no job. Their jobs are being taken away. So we're looking at a real big problem that's brewing right before our very eyes, and we need to find a way to come up with some type of a solution. I don't know what it could be at this exact moment. If I told you I had the answer, I'd be lying to you. But sometimes just speaking about these things and throwing the idea out there, and me utilizing my platforms to be able to broadcast this and broadcast my voice to express what my concerns are, might hit the right ear and the right mind that could begin to help create the solution. And that's my hopes, because the solution must be found or a lot of people are going to suffer. And I mean a lot. Let's take a look at what's going on. First of all, we have a situation now where AI is advancing extremely rapidly. Okay, this thing is advancing on a scale of, at this rate, human beings might be obsolete soon. You don't need to go to school to be a computer programmer anymore, because computer programmers won't exist. Let me say that again. Computer programmers will not exist within 5 years, 10 max. And that's really pushing it. It could be far less than that. You won't need to know how to become a computer programmer. All you'll need to know are prompts, because the AI is the programmer, the master programmer. All you need are prompts. So it makes everyone a programmer, because all you have to do is type or speak to the device, and the AI will then begin to go and write the code. So all these people that have been going to all these computer programming college courses, computer science courses, it's really unfortunate. The majority of them have just wasted, I don't know how much money, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, and a lot of time. As a matter of fact, a lot of people that are currently right now in college are unfortunately wasting a lot of time, because the jobs that they are training for won't exist when they get done getting their degrees. So they're going to have to pivot into something else. It's just an absolute fact. And I'm not a doom and gloom guy, you know that. I'm bringing you facts because we need a solution to this problem. I'm going to take some time with you guys tonight and read a list of jobs that are going to be replaced. So we know that we're living in a time right now where most jobs are going to be replaced by AI and robotics. It's just a fact. There's no way to get around it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. That's an absolute fact. The rapid evolution of technology and all of its diverse applications are proving that most industries are going to adopt that method, because what happens is it allows them to remove or get rid of a lot of employees. And getting rid of employees increases the dollars on the bottom line. And all most corporations care about is the bottom line. So if I can cut liability, and which means I'm getting rid of all these employees, now I don't have to pay all of these hefty insurance policies. I don't have to give stock sharing programs. I don't have to worry about paying unemployment taxes, all these things. And then I don't have to worry about discrimination because I wouldn't let Susie Tim into the bathroom and all these crazy things. I don't have to worry about none of that stuff. Matter of fact, I don't even need bathrooms on the floor. I just need one in my office. So all of a sudden, all these problems, they disappear. All these lawsuits, they disappear. Partly, I have to tell you this, partly, not all, but part of the problem that we're facing coming up with this whole revolution is our fault. Sometimes we have to take responsibility, because a lot of the times when I've ran big companies, not big Fortune 500 companies, but I've run companies that got almost to the Fortune 100 level. That's a lot of employees. And just seeing the operation, how people would act and how they treat the job and how they respect themselves and respect the company, it's a wonder how many companies can even function today, because a lot of people just don't really care. They treat the business as if it's, nothing. They're just a place to collect a check without having to really put their energy and passion into the job. And most people are not passionate about what they're doing. So that's another big problem. If they're not passionate about it, they really don't care about the company. They're just trying to collect a paycheck because they got to cover some bills. And one of the biggest problems that employees have is they don't understand who's paying them. They think that, for example, I run a company. I run a couple of companies, right? I had to talk to my employees and say, hey, I don't pay you. Billy Carson does not cut your check. The company does cut the check. But what I'm telling them is their real employer is the customer. The customers that buy our products and services, that subscribe to our TV network, that buy our books and buy our clothing and buy our luggage and come on tours with us, those are the people that are paying them. So they have to flip the switch in your mind. When you're an employee, you have to realize your company doesn't really pay you. They're just a conduit for the money to reach your bank account. But the employer is the customer or the client. They have your money in their pocket. And your job is to treat your job with so much passion and so much enthusiasm and attention to detail that getting it from their pocket into your bank account is a very smooth process. It's a fact. I'm spitting facts, but a lot of people don't go to work with that mindset. They think, oh, I work for Coca-Cola, I work for McDonald's, or I work for so-and-so restaurant, and that's who pays me. No, they don't pay you. I'm sorry, they don't pay you a penny. They're a conduit to your bank account, but they don't pay you. And if everyone can really understand that and take their jobs more serious, and if they had done that in the past, if they came to that epiphany, we might not be quite in this situation. All the tit for tat, all the arguing at work, all the I hate this one, I hate that one, and all the illegal touching of this body and touching that and sending nasty messages and lawsuits. And we kind of created the environment for this takeover to occur. Listen, I'm giving you both sides now. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Facts are facts, period, point blank. This is the situation that we literally helped usher in. Now, we didn't create the entire situation, but I guarantee you, if people had treated their jobs a little bit differently, some of these corporations might have thought twice about what they're about to do. But now the cat's out of the bag and everyone's going to convert. Let's take a look at some of the jobs that are going to be affected here. Manual and routine labor. Of course, that's a no-brainer. Manufacturing and assembly line workers, automation and robotics have been transforming manufacturing for decades, making production faster, safer, and more cost-effective. Warehouse and logistics staff. Companies are increasingly deploying robots for sorting, packing, and transporting of goods. I know that Amazon pretty much laid off, I forget the crazy number, almost 1 million people. Some crazy number. They have over 800,000 robots working at Amazon right now. When you order something on Amazon.com, most likely that's being packed and shipped by robots. No more need for human beings to do that. Why? Well, human beings are stealing the products out of the Amazon warehouse. They're hiding them in their backpacks. They are breaking things, forgetting things, packing the wrong objects, coming to work late, calling out sick, taking extended holidays when they're not supposed to. A robot is not going to have a sexual lawsuit. A robot's most likely not going to steal anything. It has no need for stealing or theft. It's not going to argue with another robot, at least not yet. There's no robotic arguments that we can detect at that level of their consciousness yet. Maybe there will be in the future. Right now, there's not. There's a lot of reasons for it. There's nobody going to fall off of a scaffold and have to go sue the company. They're not going to slip in water, or there's so many things I can just go on and on and on and on that build up to a huge debt for the company. All of a sudden, all that goes away. All that liability disappears. It vanishes. And the net profits go up significantly, which is what's happening.